Welcome to the world's slowest walk and talk on the Weege Show. I believe that's the group I'm supposed to be racing with, so at Red Bull Day in the Dirt down south, by the way, I raced yesterday. And tell me if you've heard this story before, maybe even yourself personally. I don't remember crashing or dabbing or doing anything bad. And then about 15 minutes after I rode, my right knee just won't work. It just won't work. It just doesn't move. So it's one of those things where walking is horrible. As you see me coming down these stairs like I'm 80 years old. Being on the motorcycle doesn't even feel that bad. But I probably, if every single time I move my leg, feel a crunch, I probably shouldn't race. So I guess I'm done as far as my riding. If you watch our Weege Show from Friday, talked about all the hype and the excitement of two things, both this, the Red Bull Day in the Dirt down south, how cool it is, the great vibe, and the great riding. And of course, we also previewed the Detroit Supercross. There is, of course, a very upside, a very bright side, a very awesome side to motorcycle racing. That's the good part, right? But there is a downside as well, as we know. And the downside is the fact that this knee is about twice the size as the other because it's so swollen up. Yeah, injuries, it happens, and it's unfortunate. I would have loved to have ridden today. I'm really bummed that I'm not out there. But that is part of the deal, and that's what we're going to talk about. Woo! Weege Show brought to you by Racetech and their Gold Valves. So, did you watch the Detroit Supercross? We did. We had a big screen here. We had a big watch party. Myself and my buddy Kevin Kelly from DMXS Radio. We even turned the volume down and did some announcing of the last chance qualifiers. It was fun. It was exciting. And then it all went to hell. In the course of about 1 minute, as you saw, Jason Anderson down, then Cooper Webb muffs up a rhythm lane and gets landed on by Chase Sexton, so they're both down. And then, just to throw a little more salt on the wounds of the series, there's Dylan Ferrandis taking a ride back to the pits with his mechanic riding the motorcycle. 4 huge stars of the sport all down at once. Now, the news today on Sunday is a little bit better than I thought. Apparently, according to a KTM press release, no broken bones for Cooper Webb. I don't know how that's possible. Now, did you see the warrior spirit of Cooper Webb to keep riding with one arm to try to score points? Eventually, the AMA flagged him off because he could not go through the whoops. But what a warrior, what an animal. KTM says he doesn't have any broken bones. Maybe he'll be riding as soon as Indianapolis this weekend, I don't know. Chase Sexton, Steve Mathis went over to the Honda camp. I guess he said Sexton's fine. Poor Sexton has road rash here. I mean, why does Sexton always take it to the face? It's always cut open. My gosh. This time his body's all shredded up, but I guess free of massive injury. And I did hear it's a concussion for Jason Anderson, so I don't know if he'll be back quickly or not. Really big bummer there, everybody. But that is the downside of it. That is the downside of it. So after the race, in the post-race press conference, all the riders talked about the soil and how tricky it was. And Eli Tomac, who won the race, oh, by the way, Eli Tomac has won 3 in a row. And we made the joke that Mike Pelletier for the AMA, was he going to hand him the #1 plate last night? Haha, I know, never count your chickens before they hatch. But it was a big blow to the series to lose both Anderson, Webb, and Sexton, who are right there in points, all hovering in they're 3 of the top 4 or 3 of the top 5 guys. To lose their points all in one night, that's a big blow to the series. Tomac wins, and then Tomac, second place Malcolm Stewart, who's still building toward that first win, and Justin Barsha, who is third. Barsha, by the way, is riding with stitches, stitching his middle finger together. Make up your own Justin Barsha Bam Bam joke there. All 3 of the riders on the podium in the post-race press conference talked about how tricky the soil was, where it was most sticky in the rhythm lanes. I mean, it's sticky in the rhythm lanes, the riders will tell you, you don't have room for error. When the track's a little bit slippery, either a looser, sandier soil, or just a hard, dry, slick soil, if you miss the landing or where you want to put that front wheel by an inch or 2, it'll slide, it'll be a little forgiving. Said last night's track was sticky, where if you missed by 1 inch, that's where the tire was going and there was no fixing it. But then in the corners, it was quite slick, especially down the inside. So that was leading to washouts, that was leading to mistakes in the rhythm lane. Bad combination all around. That is the downside. When we had this watch party here, you could feel the collective air go out of the group when we saw Anderson down. Huge bummer, he's been riding so well this year. But you have to feel that if you're Anderson, look, that was getting to the point where it's a must-win situation. A few weeks ago, he outdueled Tomac at the Triple Crown race in Minneapolis. He didn't win the overall, but he outdueled him in the last 2 mains. Had to feel like it was right there. Made up a bunch of points previous to that. Sorry, the Triple Crown was in Dallas. Minneapolis, remember, Tomac went down. It has changed so quickly. Which leads us to one thing that we probably don't talk about enough, and that is Eli Tomac's impressive durability. Eli Tomac has showed up for every scheduled Supercross since 2016. What's up, guys? Weege Show. Hey, you guys ride today?
Hey, what happened last night?
What didn't, bro? What did not happen? That was a bummer, right?
It sucks.
It sucks.
Everybody's hurting the 250 East Coast.
Yeah.
Now everybody's hurting the 450.
That's pretty much what we're talking about. Yeah, the 250 East is looking like the West.
Yeah, no Justin Cooper.
So I think Anderson had a concussion. KTM says Webb is not hurt, no broken bones. How could you ride with one arm if everything's okay?
Yeah,
I don't know about that. And Sexton's apparently okay too. We'll see about all that.
And Webb's a tough dude. Like, if he can go, he's gonna go.
How about him doing hops with one arm?
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
What did you think he just went till he was out of the points and then?
No, they waved him off. He kept going around the whoops and they're like, dude, stop.
Yeah.
I think he would have finished.
Oh, he absolutely.
Crazy. Now, do you guys get, how hammered are you? How many laps, how many hours are you like, dude, I rode so much? Because that's what this event's all about.
Yeah,
one lap and you can't even hold on.
At this point, that's where you're at. Yes. Yep.
Especially with stock suspension, it's brutal out there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's both square and round. Yeah. It is everything. Awesome, guys.
Thanks,
yep.
man.
Yeah. We'll talk about Day in the Dirt in a minute, but let me mention this one thing about Eli Tomac. Every Supercross since 2016, he has been there for. Now, he did not race Houston in 2018 when he crashed in Anaheim 1. He was there. He tried practice. It didn't work. But he has showed up. He has not missed a race. He has not gone to a race with injury since the 2015 season. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. So that's pretty amazing. And that kind of durability, it's underrated because we remember the highlight of Tomac having a great season in the 2015 outdoors and hurting his shoulders. He's had a few crashes here and there, but that's about it. The durability of Eli Tomac is underrated, and that has been his ultimate trump card this year. He's been super fast, he's been super good, but the difference now, more than anything, is that he hasn't been hurt. And I asked him about it, and he just didn't really have much of an answer in the press conference. It's like, I guess I just stay in my zone. I just ride in my zone. And to pick your way to that tricky track, very impressive what Eli Tomac's been able to do, but that's kind of what he's done. Look, when we say that Tomac is prone to having bad races, the bad races are like getting a 7th. It's not wadding himself and being out for 6 months. Something to be said for that. It is Eli Tomac's world right now, and everyone else just living in it. And I've got to say this, pre-season, so-called experts like myself, I don't think we saw this level of Eli Tomac coming, because it is uncharted, it is unscripted to see a rider at that level maybe have a little bit of a down and then go back up. And look, I don't think anyone thinks that his old team, Monster Energy Kawasaki, is a slouch. Like, the idea that he would step up with a different team from Kawi that's already very good seemed hard to imagine, but he has made mincemeat out of all doubters and now all competitors as well. As far as Day in the Dirt, look, I mentioned this the other day, it's a beautiful combination. Lots of riding, lots of riding. These guys are hammered. Jeff Crutcher.
Is this the Weege Show?
It's the Weege Show. How much riding have you done?
So far, I did like 4 practices on Friday.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, I did the 250 Pro GP and then the Nitro Team race, which was, you know, both of those 30 plus minutes.
Yeah, so more than an hour.
Just a 35-minute moto right there. And then now I'm suiting up to get ready for the coup de grace.
Which we don't know how long that is. They just purposely say it's going to go a long time and then we'll throw the checkers.
It's a mystery.
Yes. Anyway, when you go to local races, heck, you're doing arena cross for a long time, so you know, you don't get a lot of ride time. This is everybody's dream. Ride.
Right, and what's so cool is, like, even though, like, right now there's 165 entries on the track.
Yeah.
And for the pro class, we're doing, I mean, top guys like Marchbanks, 4.5 minutes. I was just sub 5 in that one, so I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah, you stayed under 5, yes.
So, I mean, there's, the lap times are so long, there's so much room for everybody to get out there, and they do waves, just like in off-road GNCC.
Yep.
So, like, in that last pro GP, they did 450 expert on wave 1, 250 expert on wave 2, then 450 intermediate, then 250 intermediate. So there was 4 waves.
4 races on one track at the same time, so you can all ride a long time.
Right, yes. And so, but what's wild is, like, I was having battles with, you know, like Shane Mills and then I can't remember the Australian kid, Callow, Tommy Callow.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, like, it's so fun because there's so much variety. Everybody's all mixed up. Those kids that I never get to race with, and like, I might hit, you know, I might run into Shane at a random plus 30 regional or something like that. But like, I'll never race Tommy Callow in my life except out there. We had a knockdown drag out. We had Fox on Fox grind.
Fox on Fox grind, I like it. Yeah, so it's a little secret. Take it back to your local track, everybody. You figure out a way to have a long track so you can have long motos.
Right.
And then the challenge is how rough it is, not the jumps.
Right.
So it's super safe.
Yeah, no, there is a jump.
Yeah, pretty much.
A jump.
I jump.
Yeah.
But are you complaining? Are you like, dude, it sucks because I don't get big air?
No, because like even though I've done indoor racing for so long, I hate jumps.
Okay.
I hate jumps.
Yeah.
Dude, all doubles, no troubles. Do you remember Brian Stone?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Stone Brothers.
Yes, the Stone Brothers.
Yes.
So Brian Stone taught me if you go tight and narrow to the insides, double your way around the track and skim across the whoops. If the whoops are your strong point, you'll have a long and successful career.
Okay.
And he taught me that in 2005, and I took that to heart. And then wrapped up my last year in Arena Cross last year. But to your point, yes, local races, you don't get the time like this.
Yeah.
And sure, yeah, I mean, the classes are more expensive. But look around at the event.
It's fine.
But it's still cheaper than an amateur national.
Yeah, yeah, and you're getting a lot of riding time.
And way cooler of a vibe too. I mean, that's.
I don't think anyone even cares about the results.
I do.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Because yesterday I'm like, hey, I heard you got third. You're like second.
Yeah.
Second.
No,
yeah.
I mean, that's my ego talking.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, I mean, it's a great event. And obviously, the word's getting out there because this race. Look at it. I mean, it's they had sub 1,000 last year, 750 entries. We're well over 1,000 entries this year.
Yep. Take notes.
I do have to drop a line right here where we've got a similar race called the Two-Stroke Invitational at Bardabar MX in June. There's lots of information that'll come out. Check me out or the 2SI. But it's going to be similar to this, but all two strokes, and that's vintage, modern, mini bikes, everybody. It's going to be a hell of a race.
Fun and long laps.
Fun and long laps.
All right, Cruncher. Yep. That's what's so cool about this event. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get people to go riding and racing again, you give them more lap times, you give them a little less risk with the jumps, and everybody's happy. I want to thank Race Tech, of course, for back in the Weege Show. You know the gold valves. Suspension will be plusher, better bottoming resistance, better traction, and made and engineered in the USA, although even gold valves are going to be challenged on a track that's this rough. It's been ridden on by this many people. And gold valves, I wish I could get one installed in my leg. That's it for the Weege Show. Mickey Golden, what's up? More riders going out for more races. Great vibes here. We love the sport. We love the highs of riding and racing, but sometimes it also comes to the lows. Bummer for all the guys that got jacked up last night at Monster Energy Supercross in Detroit. Hope some of them at least are back for Indy. Bonus coverage, I'm showing you what I'm talking about here. We have this is a team race where the guys got to switch off. It's a team race coming up. We've got everything from Vicky Golden, we got girls, we got two strokes, we got new bikes, we got old bikes.
How you doing?
Is this a team race coming up?
Team race, Moto a go-go.
Moto a go-go. So are you guys a team?
Yep.
All right, so do you have to switch wristbands or what are you doing?
Yeah, it's a wristband.
Switch wristbands.
We don't have a wristband, right?
You got to get a wristband to do it. Anyway, do you care or is it just fun?
Fun.
It's just fun. Yeah, exactly. All right, so you said you were pumped up and hurting, but you're going to go back out there.
Oh, yeah.
So literally the dudes who said they're hammered are going back out for more. That's what I love. That's the same dudes we talked about at the beginning of the show. Hannah Hodges, how many laps have you done?
A lot. I put like 4 hours on my bike this week.
4 hours this weekend. Now, by the way, you work a regular job, right?
Yeah.
So you're a weekend warrior now.
This is the most I've rode all month.
That is awesome. And what is the regular job?
Pharmaceutical research.
Jeez. So this is just fun for you now.
Yeah.
Weekend warrior, like everybody else. But you had a battle this morning.
Yeah.
Still, we were saying like most people don't care about results, but I'm like, they're probably still going for it.
Yeah, I definitely still get mad.
There we go. So you're in a team race?
Team race.
Who you with? All right, don't let her down.
Try not to.
Are you tired?
I am.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. All the riding you want.
What's up, buddy?
What's up? Who's your teammate?
Right here.
Are you guys tired?
Yes.
A lot of riding.
Team E-Town.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, now we got you the helmet on. Yes, we hung out yesterday. Talked about E-Town, our Jersey roots. Yeah, are you a Jersey guy?
Yep.
Coming all the way down from Jersey, for this. Yeah.
Awesome.
Did you ride enough?
I rode enough.
Are you pretty hammered right now?
I'm hammered.
That's all around, everybody. Yeah. Look at the guy. Are you guys? I mean, the way they have the actual gear, it almost looks like you would work for Yamaha and do photo shoots. It's like exactly the way it looks in the posters.
Hold on, side view.
Yeah, tight, looking tight. Have you guys ridden enough? Or are you actually pretty fresh?
I'm pretty fresh. He's fresh.
Yes, you saved it for the team race.
Yes.
Okay, nothing wrong with that.
Sleeper.
This might actually work because everybody else is exhausted. Might work in your favor. It's fun down here.
All right, bro.
You guys good?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys a team?
Yes, sir.
What class are you riding when you're not in the team race? What's your class?
Bet.
Vet.
50.
Plus 50. What about you?
I'm not quite 50 yet.
There you go. Congrats.
Getting close.
You're just a senior.
Yeah.
Just a senior.
But yo, just put a shout out to Team Ferry and the Dingleberries.
Okay. Okay, Team Ferry and the Dingleberries. I think we can say that. Good luck out there.
Plus 60, bud.
Plus 60.
Plus 60.
So you're out there this morning
Yeah.
and going back out for more.
Yes,
How's
sir.
it feel?
I feel all right, a little stiff, but
Yeah.
I even finished 4th in the first moto.
In the 60. And how old are you?
62.
Right, so you're not even the young guy of the 60.
No.
We saw there was a 59, like AMA 60 guy. Yeah. All right, good luck out there.
you.
This is awesome. And to see, we even get dudes, we'll get to the Hawaiian shirt guys in a second. We got bark busters. I gotta respect it. Like, there's every single type of bike. Old Suzuki 2-strokes, Suzuki 4-strokes, bark busters on a Honda. What year is this, like a 2000? 01. Yeah, I had an 01 Sierra 125. Yeah, it looks similar, 250. Do you ride motocross or are you more an off-road guy?
I'm an off-road guy.
See, but this is fine, right?
This is good.
Mm-hmm. Have you ridden enough where you're like, hey, I'm tired?
Getting there.
Yeah, okay. Let's let the team race take control. Finally, you guys, looking good.
Oh yeah, man.
Are
We've
they-
been
did
riding
they-
out this whole time. It's been a blast though.
Did they give you team shirts or did you come up with this?
No, this is an Amazon special.
Oh, okay. So we know you're on the same team.
Yeah.
Have fun, boys. Looking good. All right, they're getting everybody started for their team race. We got to go. That's the Weege Show. Thanks to Race Tech at the Gold Valves. You're going to need them out there, everybody. These people have ridden a lot.